Hello everyone, good evening. This is Savi from Hitbullseye. So again, you guys are on time. Let's wait for another 5 minutes. We are waiting for other candidates to join us. Hello everyone. Hi Priyanka. Hi Gautam. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's wait for another 3 to 4 minutes. We are waiting for other students to join in. And you have access of your chat box throughout the webinar. Please drop your questions in the chat box. We'll definitely take them at Q&A segment, which is like 15-20 minutes while we conclude the webinar. Right? Hi Tanishk. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you. perfect. I think we can start the webinar. Are we all ready, guys? Can you show me your thumbs up like this? Perfect, perfect. Okay, so hello everyone. This is Savi. Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to this power packed session as we enter the final day sprint to CAT 25. So, today's webinar is slightly different, more special because you are not learning from faculty, you are not learning from theory this time, you are learning straight from CAT ZAT high scorers, students who were exactly where you are just 1 year ago and today are pursuing their dreams at BIMTECH. So, let's welcome them one by one. Aditya Goyal, a BCom graduate, scored 90.51 percentile in CAT and is currently pursuing PGDM General from BIMTECH Greater Noida. Then we have Arpita Sahu, a BSc Biotechnology graduate, scored 92 percentile in CAT and is currently pursuing again PGDM General from BIMTECH Greater Noida. Shubham Kumar, a BCA Bachelor of Computer Application graduate, scored 94 percentile in CAT and 97 percentile in ZAT. He had 15 months of work experience before joining PGDM General at BIMTECH Greater Noida. And then we have Harshit Ladha, a computer science engineering graduate, scored 90 percentile in CAT and is currently pursuing PGDM International Business from BIMTECH Greater Noida. Tarun Kumar, a BA English graduate, scored 93 percentile in CAT and had 24 months of work experience before joining General PGDM at BIMTECH Greater Noida. Last but not the least, Shashwat Kumar of BTS, Bachelor's in Tourism Studies, graduate, scored 97 percentile in ZAT and currently pursuing PGDM General from BIMTECH Greater Noida. So see how diverse background we have from the students. So let's get started without wasting a minute. Meanwhile, I have small activity that I would like to play. That before we begin, let's do a quick chat. I mean, check in the chat that how many mock tests you guys have taken and the percentiles that you have in the chat box. Meanwhile, our students can introduce themselves one by one. Who is going?
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm
Hi.
Shubham Kumar. I'm currently pursuing PGDM core at BIMTECH. I previously completed Bachelor of Computer Application and I scored 94.7 in CAT and 97% in ZAT. I also have around 15 months of work experience as a in the IT sector as a data analyst and IT sector.
Perfect. Thank you, Shubham. And who is next?
Okay, hello everyone. My name
Hi.
is Shashwat Kumar, and as ma'am said already about us, so my scores are already revealed. I thought that I was going to be the one who will tell you all, but I will tell you, I will guide you guys that how you can score much more than me, not just 97. You can even touch the 99 percentile bracket if it's just up to you. Plus, apart from this, I completed my tourism last to last year. I took 1 year gap for the preparation. So I will tell you everything if those questions come in that how did I tackle those problems. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Shashwat, for letting us know what question I can ask. Thank you. Who's next?
Okay. Hi, my name is Tarun, and I have done my graduation from Sharda University actually. So those who guys think that you need to do it from a big university is not necessarily. Anyone from any small college, small university, or private universities can also join in. And I scored 93 percentile in CAT. It was actually my second attempt. In the first attempt, I scored 92, so not much of an improvement. But yes, you can definitely improve much more than me if you put in the work. I also had my work going on along with I had my job, so it was a bit hectic. But yes, you can definitely do your job and CAT prep as well.
How sweet. Thank you so much, Tarun. Who's next?
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya and I'm pursuing PGDM General Management from Business Management and I scored 90.7% in CAT 2024 and my background is I have completed my undergraduation in Bachelor of Commerce. I'm open for questions, so let's have interactive questions.
Perfect, Aditya. Thank you so much. How sweet. Who's next? Maybe Arpita?
So, hello guys, I'm Arpita Sau and I'm looking for an interactive section.
Perfect. Thank you. Harshit, you next, I guess.
Hello everyone, my name is Harshit and I scored 90.93 percentile in CAT. However, I'm not here to actually guide you as to how to improve in your CAT, but it's more important about how and what to act post CAT. So let's have an interactive session and keep the questions coming.
Thank you so much, Harshit. Okay, students. So wonderful introduction from our speakers, the best scorers that we have. So now it's your time to ask as much as question as you can, right? So one more information. You just need to raise your hand. I'll give access to unmute if you have any, further question. If you want to interact particularly with maybe Aditya, with maybe Shashwat, right? So now, guys, I have a few questions which are actually generally asked by the students. So I'll ask one by one. So me being mentor, I daily come across with such questions that how should I handle this kind of stress? How do I cover this? Or maybe I am facing this issue with that particular section. How to tackle this, right? So my questions will be somehow oriented towards this only. So Shubham, are you ready? Can I ask you a question?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. So let's hear from a person who scored 94 in CAT. So what was your exactly strategy? I mean, section wise, let's talk about section wise in VRC. And how did you improve your reading and comprehension speed, which is very common question.
Uh, for me, VARC was technically easy as I was previously, I had quite a bit of a hobby of reading novels. So I was fluent in that. So one thing I would suggest is reading articles. Most of the VARC you will get in CAT is very short and article-like structure. So if you have read multiple articles and actually sort of analyzed it, you will do well in it that. So my strategy was that in the VARC. Also, if you have a good vocabulary, so improve your vocabulary. That's quite common, I guess.
Right, right.
Uh, in the DILR, I would like to be honest that I did not do well there. But in DILR, I guess don't be nervous. I was nervous. I barely corrected like solved like two sets, and
Mm-hmm.
my score was not very good in that section. So when the DILR section, don't be nervous and try to attempt it with a free mind. You will do good. If you have practiced it
Mm-hmm.
previously, you will do good. Quants are be ready for anything. I actually hate maths.
Mm-hmm.
So only thing I would suggest in quants is be ready for anything. You don't know where you're gonna get a question from. It could be
Right.
from any section from class 10 to 12. So be ready for anything and practice.
Practice is must. Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. So, in fact, Shubham, we always try to make announcement in our class that give as much as mocks as they can. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, our students do not appear for it. So, thank you so much for highlighting that how important it is to doing keep doing practice, sectional
Yeah.
wise also and overall as well, right? So,
Yes.
thank you so much for answering my question. Shubham, you have appeared for ZAD as well, right?
Yeah.
Which one exam was easy for you according to you? I mean, you find it both equally tough or one of them was easy?
If I had to compare both the exams
Hmm.
as a whole, then I would say that was tougher.
Okay.
In section wise, I would say DILR was more tougher than
Mhm.
any section of CAT, any section of ZAT.
There is a myth that GK part it is slightly difficult, ma'am. What do you think?
GK is actually very
Mm-hmm.
difficult. If you are aware of current events, you would do well there. It is not like they would ask you a lot of historical question. It's most
Mm-hmm.
about current events. If you are aware of current events, have seen news frequently, you would do, I would say you would do 60% questions easily. And one other thing is that they don't consider
Mm-hmm.
GK for the shortlisting process. They only consider it after the interview. So it is not that much important as well.
Right, right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shubham. So my next question is for Shashwat. So thank you so much, Shashwat. You have already given me the question that what I have to ask. So now please answer that same question, that what do you how do you tell our participants, our students, that since we have left with, I guess, 15 days, so what students should stop doing this, right? I mean, doing right now. What do you think?
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
my
my
first
first
attempt
attempt
in
in
that
that was
was 60
60%,
percentile,
Okay.
and
and
I
I
came to
came to
know
know
that
that
how
how much
much down I am in water. Then my second attempt, as you know, 97. So what I did in my first attempt, and I thought that it was a bigger mistake in ZAT and CAT both. In the first attempt, it was 80. So what happened that after giving the mocks, my scores were going down. So in the last 5 to 6 days in the CAT one, I started giving more mocks, and I was getting anxiety about that, why my marks are getting lower, or what I'm doing the mistakes, or where I'm going wrong. I didn't know. So that was my biggest mistake. I could tell you all, don't give mocks right before the exam. You can leave the mocks for 2 to 3 days, believe me, and it will give you wonderful ideas in the exam, because your brain will get exhaust. It's just not a term that brain exhaust or brain fog. It's really happened with me in my first attempt and in my second attempt of CAT both. Then when the ZAT time came, I gave my all for the DM section, because it's a new section in the decision making, and my DLR was good, so I didn't worry about it. The VARC is also good. The quants, I knew in and out of the arithmetic part. The geometric part, I left, because you have to decide where you are good and where you are not. So, but don't do that mistake too. You have to go for the geometry too, because what happened in that quant, that the most of the questions were from the geometry only.
Oh.
So they do these kind of twists, as my friend said, that be ready for anything in the quant
Mhm.
sections. And for the part where I said, ma'am, as said in the beginning only, that many students get fear and they don't know what to do. They
Didn't
get
worry.
anxiety. So what I did with my anxiety is, well, I can tell you that why do you feel anxiety? Because you care about that particular thing. You want to score more. You want to go into that dream college you are dreaming about. You want to get into that top list. So anxiety is natural. You all will get it. To tackle that, it's up to you how we'll do it. Because for me, I listened to songs and then I started walking here and there.
Hmm.
But don't give mocks. Okay? In the
Okay.
pressure that I will score more than before. Don't do it. Yourself rest before 2 to 3 days, and then you can go for the exam. Just revise everything and do it.
Perfect, perfect. So, one more question similar to this. You mentioned giving, not giving mocks prior to 2 to 3 days before your CAT. So, should aspirants continue taking full length mocks, or maybe they should focus on sectional wise? What do you suggest?
So for now, I can say that they can go for the full length
Mm-hmm.
till 7 to 8 days. After that, when the cats get closer, they can go for the sectional. In the sectional, they'll get to know that where they are lagging or what do they don't know. So I am not telling you guys to go for the new terms or new formulas or new anything. Don't try anything new in the last 3 to 4 days. Whatever you have done, 1 year you have given, 3 days won't change anything in the pressure. It's the reality. You have to face it now. But the best thing you can do is that you can do more questions, like single questions, the sectional wise. You can go for it, but don't do it too much also, because your brain won't be able to
Hmm.
calculate those formulas or those texts in the exam. And in the exam, what you can do, if you are going for the CAT, what I did in the CAT, that I had to jump between the questions, like which question is good and then the next question. The first part was the VARC, and in there, after reading, as Shubham said, that you can read a lot of articles. So when you read a lot of articles, what help happen in your brain, that you get the essence of particular paragraph, even if you are just skimming through it. So just do it. And as I said, you can give the sectional, but don't overdo it.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Shashwat. So, now my question is from Arpita. Arpita, are you ready? So,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
earlier, thank you so much. So earlier we were talking about cat, and anxiety, stress, mocks. So now my question is slightly different to you, Arpita. And so my question is, how did cracking the CAT and joining MBA, I mean MBA program, actually made change in your career and personal, maybe personal growth, personality development?
Okay, so before CAD, I used to think that MBA was just about learning business subjects. But after joining BIMTECH, I realized that it's so much more. It's more about learning how to think strategically and about teamwork and working with the diverse people. And the case studies, presentations, and even the group projects completely changed the way I approach the problems. And I have become more confident and structured in my thinking, I would say. And it's not just an academic journey, I would say it's a personal transformation.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much, Arpita. One more question, please. Um, so this is very common question asked by the students. I mean, is it better to focus on accuracy or attempt rate in the final phase of preparation? What do you suggest?
So Um, I would say at this stage, accuracy matters more
Right.
because during my prep, I used to push myself to attempt more, but then I realized that even one or two wrong questions could drop my percentile very significantly. So I started focusing on picking the right questions and making sure my attempts were meaningful. Even if you stay calm and maintain accuracy, your attempt rate naturally improves. So I would suggest that don't chase the speeds, but go for the accuracy.
Right. Thank you so much, Arpita. So my next question is from Harshit. Harshit, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, perfect. So again, let's just go back to the preparation strategies and giving mocks kind of question. So again, the very common question: what do you suggest? Which section should we tackle first?
Like normally it's the same route, VARC, LRDI, Quant. But when going through VARC, I would suggest focus first on the verbal ability questions because they take less time and they are more scoring. And then post that go through reading comprehension. Reading comprehension, you can just skim through the essay first, read it first in a quick manner. You don't have to understand every part of it. Then read the questions, see what the question is asking, and then go again through the essay. And then coming to LRDI, again skim through all the questions, all the paragraphs, what the question is asking, what they want you to answer, divide it into easy or difficult or very difficult, and then select which one you are going to attempt. And with Quant, again, as Shubham said, you can expect anything. Anything can happen. You can have a strong arithmetic, and then at the time of exam, you will notice that there are no arithmetic questions or minimum arithmetic questions. You can have strong algebra, and at the time of exam, you will notice there is minimum algebra. So just expect the unexpected. Anything can happen during that time.
Right, thank you so much. So, all of us are talking about, keeping ourselves calm, think less. Anxiety will play their role, but again, you have to stay calm. So, my question to you, Harshit, I mean, how you did that, that calm phase? What were the things that you made it to make yourself calm?
So initially, I was a lot stressed because one
Mhm.
month prior to CAT exam, I was scoring 70, 75
Mhm.
percentile in mocks. And then
Mhm.
2 weeks prior to the exam, I was near around 85, 90. And then, however, my raw score was high, but comparatively, my percentile was low.
Oh,
So, as Shashwat said earlier, uh, 2, 3 days prior, what I personally did was 15 days prior, I stopped giving mocks. For the
mhm.
1 week prior to the exam, till then, I was giving sectional. And then, exactly 1 week before the exam, I stopped giving exams. What I did was to clear my anxiety and to clear my head. I had studied what I had to in the past couple months. When 1 week wouldn't have made any significant difference. So what I did was I used to go out, hang out with friends, listen to music, try to have as much fun as possible because if I keep sitting in the same room worrying about what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, then during the exam time also I will feel stressed only and it won't help me build further anymore. So
Right.
yeah, that's what I did.
So, like you answered, I remember one incident. I guess it is 3 to 4 days back. One student came to me, and we were discussing that how we are planning ahead to score much more in the mocks or maybe in actual exam. So, and I was asking him, I mean, the reason why and why you are not able to score. And he said that, ma'am, I feel bored when I am preparing for it and I feel overstudying. Did you also felt the same, Harshit?
At times I did, but
Hmm?
mostly it was because I was worried again
Hmm.
that what will happen? Will I be able to score good? Will I be able to get my dream college?
Hmm.
But eventually I realized that anything can happen at the D day, so there is no point worrying about it.
Hmm.
So again, coming back to strategy, I didn't force myself to study when I felt like I couldn't. And whenever I felt like, yes, I'm in the mood to study or I can go for it, I used to attempt the parts where I was already good. So focus more in improving further. That's what I did. Divided my time 2 hours a day to this subject, 2 hours a day to 2 hours a day,
Mhm.
and not going 10 to 12 hours continuously regularly studying because that will never help.
Right, you are right, actually. Thank you so much, Harshit. Okay, so my next question is to Aditya. Aditya Goel. Are you ready, Aditya?
So,
Perfect. Hi. Okay, so since it's high time for NMAT and coming days NMAT and SNAP will happen. So what do you think? Should we focus only on CAT, or we should focus on other exams as well, like maybe ZAT or NMAT SNAP? What's your suggestion
like
on this?
like students have to ready for the or have to prepare for the online exams after CAT. Like they should not stop preparing after giving the CAT like many students do. After
Mhm.
after touching the CAT, they try to not study and only study very less, which can lead to the very difficulties during the exam, like solving the questions and all. Like what I used to do that I have prepared the notes of all the basics of the formulas and stick to the basics. Like the main advice for me to people to that please stick to the basics first for the cat and after the cat also, which will lead you to the accuracy, maintaining the accuracy. Just you should also start giving the sample papers like for NMAT that like there are various sources available that students can prepare after the cat like they can get used to their
Mhm.
uh, get used to their sorry uh,
So you are suggesting, I mean, it is better to create options because you don't know if you are putting 100% in CAT preparation, but still there are the chances of getting anxiety, and you can feel nervous at the exam center. So obviously it is really very helpful for you guys to keep options, give as much as exams as you can. I mean, in MAT we do not have date, but still SNAP we do have, and you can write that also, right, Aditya? That was your suggestion.
this is like after the cat results are declared after a very short period of time, which
Mhm.
will like students don't know what will happen in the results or how the results will come out. So
Correct.
they must prepare for the other exams so that they can have options open for other exams and they can get in a better or a dream college of their choices.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Aditya, for answering, my question. So, my next question is to Tarun. Tarun, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. Hi, ma'am.
Hi. Hi, Tarun. So, you mentioned, in fact, I also gave your introduction. You mentioned that you have experience as well, right?
Yes.
So, you leave your job and you prepare for the cat, or you are doing it simultaneously? I can see in the chat box. This question is from Priyanka. She's also working. So now she wants to know from your side as well. I mean, how you handle it.
Yeah, so I did it simultaneously because CAT does not take too much time. CAT prep does not take too much time. Even the coachings, most of the coachings work either at night shifts in the weekdays or only during the weekends. So CAT prep does not take a lot of time. You can do your job and CAT prep at the same time. And it is, see, the thing is, how long is your job taking? If your job is purely 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or 10 to 6, then that is fine. If your job is like taking 16 hours, 18 hours, like many people do when they are in uh, starting phases of their job, many people working startups that take a lot of time. If that is the case, then yes, you will need to either switch jobs where you have proper timings and you get personal time as well, or you will need to leave the job. But if you are free after, let's say, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., you are home at 8 p.m. and you can enjoy your time, you'll either watch TV or Netflix, and rather than use that time to prepare for a cat, give a few mock tests and see. Okay, yeah. With mock tests, I remembered everyone is talking about mock tests. But the one thing is, uh, use mock tests to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. This is the most important thing I'll say to everyone. The most important point of mock test is not to see how much you're scoring, it's to see what your strengths and your weaknesses are. And keep your strengths stronger, like work more on them. And when it comes to weaknesses, try to make them better. If you're unable to do it, just leave that topic. My suggestion would be leave your weak topics. Do not even attempt it. Do not even look at it in the exam, because negative marking is the one that is gonna stop your score the most. It is better to attempt two questions and both of them are correct than to attempt 10 questions and eight of them are incorrect.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Tarun. So we do have this myth of a person who is having science. I mean, tech background is easy to clear cat, right? So you are not from science and commerce background, right?
No.
You are not. So do you find that MBA more difficult than your peers? I mean, how do you doing?
Yes, so the I did BA English honors. It is
Hmm.
not a very time consuming, very serious course. So it is definitely more MBA is more time consuming, more difficult than
Yes,
any
yes.
graduation course. It has nothing to do with BA. You take any graduation course, it is tougher than that because in graduation you have 3 years, 4 years. Here you have only 2 years, and out of which 6 months are gonna be your preparations for your placements and all. So you barely have 1.5 years, and in that you have to push in the advanced all the stuff. So yeah, it is more hectic, it is tougher than BA, but I won't say it is not fun, because it's fun in its own way.
Right, right. So, thank you so much, Tarun. So, guys, let's just shift our discussion and slightly into different mode. Let's discuss about the colleges, the interviews, and your views of GDPI, VAT, or whatever the process we're including in converting colleges. If you have given CAT, that you must have applied for various colleges, right? So let's discuss about that. So Tarun, before we end up, I'll ask this question to you. What colleges did you get into, into after your CAT scores? I think you converted IM as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I had converted. I
Mhm.
am Amritsar and I am Bodh Gaya.
Okay.
So yeah, but I did not get marketing. I wanted to get into marketing because
Oh.
my work ex is in marketing, so I
Hmm.
wanted to further my career in that. uh, I got HR and business analytics. So,
Hmm.
and PGDM general here at BIMTECH was giving a very good marketing course. So
Hmm.
it was a good alternative to IM as well.
So that was the reason why you have taken what you have. That was the reason you have chose
Yes.
BIMTech.
Yes, marketing was the only reason why I left IM,
Mm-hmm.
and I found BIMTECH as a very good alternative to that.
Right. Any other maybe any other students wants to add something about it? Maybe the college that we have converted or anything. Okay,
Hi.
so yes.
So personally, why I went for BIMTech is I also converted Great Lakes Chennai, and
Mm-hmm.
another one of the colleges that I converted was NMIMS Mumbai. But
Okay.
why I didn't go for it, because I specifically wanted international business course, and BIMTech
Mm-hmm.
offers one of the best one in the country. And
Exactly.
because I was very passionate about how international trade and operations work, that's why I chose BIMTech, and that's why I went for international business in particular, because it is a good offering.
Right.
Otherwise, I could have went for other colleges, but that's just
Mm-hmm.
because they were offering normal finance, marketing, general courses, and
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
wanted international business in particular.
Harshit, what I mean, we all of you guys do remember the process that you have gone through before taking admission into BIMTech. So, Harshit, what do you think the big challenging fact? What do you think? I mean, the experience that you had that okay, this college and this interview was very tough for me. This kind of question was very tough for me. Do you remember anything?
So one thing that I felt like was very important was not to crumble in front of the panel while interviews.
Mm.
So
Very
what most kids feel like, most aspirants feel like, is that if I don't know any question, then what will I say? And a lot of them start mumbling anything,
mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I have done this, I know this, I know that, but that is not what the point is. The panelist wants to know what your opinion is and what you actually know about a certain topic. And if you don't know anything about it, then just be realistic with them and tell them that I don't know this or I don't know that. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to just start speaking
Exaggerate
anything.
yourself
Yeah,
and yeah, right, right.
just be realistic.
Realistic. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Harshit. Anyone else wants to add on this? Maybe
Yes,
Shashwat?
so as Harshit just said that
Mm.
don't mumble.
Yeah.
What happened in my Accelerate interview that we had a GD round, and
Yeah.
in that GD round, the topic was like, should the employee monitor apps should be there or not? And in that GD, I was the one who started the GD,
Mm-hmm.
so I got into an argument with another girl. Her viewpoint was that we shouldn't monitor them; we should give them free. Just to win that particular argument, I chose a word which was happiness index. And
Mm.
what happened after that, that the GD was concluded, the GD went well. My interview started, and
Mm.
the panelist was a lawyer in occupation. And the first question which he threw on me, it wasn't introduce yourself or these kind of things. Be ready for
Oh.
anything. They are not going to start with just introduce yourself.
Mm.
Uh, the first question was, Shashwat, you said a word, happiness index in the GD.
Mm.
What do you know about happiness index?
Oh,
And
okay.
I started to tell him about happiness index. Then he said,
Mm.
you cannot measure someone happiness.
Um,
You told that particular word just to win that argument. And in the
yeah.
end, I had to say that, yeah, I do know that I use that word just to win that argument to you. So I literally gave up on
Okay.
that particular argument with him. But yeah, be aware of what you're saying in front of them, because they are really looking into it and they are really marking everything. uh, Plus, if you don't know the answer, as Harshit said, be upfront, tell them you don't know, be confident about it, because uh, you cannot know everything. There's a saying for the interview, there's a joke, if any one of you know, that if can I say that in Hindi, ma'am, if they
Yeah,
are,
yeah, please, please.
yeah.
Yes, no
So if
problem.
the interviewer is in good mood, he will ask, your तुम्हारे मामा का नाम क्या है? एंड
Really?
अगर
Mm.
एंड अगर वो
Mm.
इंटरव्यूअर अच्छे मूड में नहीं हुआ तो वो पूछेगा मेरे मामा का नाम क्या है. So you don't
Okay.
have to
Mm.
be knowledgeable about everything, just be
Mm.
confident about it. Okay.
Right. Thank you so much. Beautifully answered. Thank you. So, guys, there are a few questions in the chat box. So I'll just, read out that question for you. Whosoever wants to add on, just raise your hand and, start answering. Okay. So this question is from Yakshita. Should we revise everything now or focus only on the topics are we strong in? Who would like to add on?
Okay,
Perfect. Yes.
so
Yes.
I'll talk about
Oh,
it.
Tarun is.
Uh,
Wait,
yeah.
wait, wait. I guess Shubham wants to add first. Who raised?
Okay.
Shubham, yes.
Yeah.
Tarun after
So,
Shubham. Thank you.
yeah. Tarun, as Tarun previously said, you work on what you're good at.
Yeah,
If you're good at something, you can improve upon it. And as Arpita previously said, your accuracy matters more.
yeah.
If you are good at something, you can make sure that you will answer the question correctly. If
Hmm.
you are working on your weaknesses, yeah, you will increase the number of questions you are going to attempt. But maybe the questions you have attempted may not be all
Hmm.
correct. You will get a few negatives. Five negative will bring your score down more than quite a bit. You will lose quite a bit in the percentile section. So if
Hmm.
you are strong in something, make sure you are very good at it. If you can improve your weaknesses, yeah, like if you are not sure that, if you can narrow down, like in, if you are good at it, you can
Hmm.
narrow down the options. And even if you don't know the whole thing about the question, you are confused about something, but you can solve a part of it and your options are narrowed down, maybe you can take a hit. And that's a
Right.
maybe. If you are not sure that the number of questions I have attempted will get me a good score. Yeah, you can take a few guesses, but only if you are sure that you can narrow down the options and some things like that. So you can work on your weaknesses for that. Sure, if you can make it good, then that's very brilliant. But it is a weakness for a reason. So
Right.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Tarun. Would you like to add something else?
No, I think Shuma put it very beautifully.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So this question is from Rakshayat. I am good in QA separately, but the moment timer starts, I mess up. How do I handle exam pressure? Who would like to answer?
So I would
Hmm.
like to tell something about that because
Hmm.
personally, sorry for cutting Aditya, but personally, my quant was also very strong. But as I said earlier, expect the unexpected because while giving my exam, one thing that I faced was that my after attempting VARC and LRDI, my
Hmm.
mouse stopped working.
Oh.
So I couldn't actually mark all the quant sections, quant answers, and I couldn't actually attempt all the questions.
Hmm.
So during the D day, anything can happen. And if you are stressed earlier, you know that your section is the strongest. But if you are stressed even earlier now, then during the exam time, it will just add more on to it, and it will not help you improve anyway. So try not to stress about it. If you are scoring less, let it be. Try to improve and on the parts that you are already good at, and yeah,
Hmm.
that will just help you grow naturally. So don't worry much about it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Arshad. Aditya, would you like to add something else, maybe?
Like what you can do is you can start analyzing the difference of mocks you were giving. You can see that how much time you are giving to a particular person, and you can check what are the strong areas you are focusing. So that
Hmm.
in the during the CAT exam, firstly try to focus on those areas which are stronger, which, so that maintaining accuracy, as Arpita said earlier, which will be a very good point, so that it will, when you maintain accuracy in the exam, you will get a pressure low, and it will help you in calming the situation or the uh, during the day, which will obviously help you in scoring the good
Hmm.
marks.
Right, right, right. Thank you so much, Aditya. Guys, we do have another question, which is from Ujjwal. How early should we start for GDPI VAT prep? Is it okay to wait for results? Anyone who wants to add? May I repeat the question? Yes, Shashwat, maybe.
So, for the GDPI or VAT prep, you can wait for the result. Well, I did it too. And
Mm-hmm.
after you get the results and you know that which colleges you will get shortlisted, or there is a chance for you to getting shortlisted, you can start the preparation in that way only. The first thing what you can do for now after giving the cat exam till the result time, you can read newspapers just to be in that current affairs, just to know about the current affairs. The one thing more you can do is you can go on YouTube channels too for the recent events which were the major ones. Read about
Mm-hmm.
them too, because you have to be knowledgeable about it if they'll
Mm-hmm.
ask it in the interview or GD. Or for the GD part, you will get many coachings out there which do
Mm-hmm.
the GDPI VAT preparation. You can join any
Mm-hmm.
of them, and please join one, because GD guidance is very important. No
Yeah.
one really knows how to behave in a GD, how to approach
Mm-hmm.
someone, how, because one negative thing can impact your whole PI VAT, everything in the interview session.
Mm-hmm.
So try not to go negative in front of the interviewer, and you will get these guidance in the GDPI VAT preparation. I'm not going to guide you these things or these steps. There are many good teachers out there who are far better than me to tell you all these.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. Okay. So Shubham is next, I guess.
Yeah, I would differ slightly from what Shashwat said. You should
Mm-hmm.
actually try to get into a good coaching, or if you don't have access, actually try to practice talking in front of your friends or family to get used to the mindset that you are gonna have to talk in English. Most of
Mm-hmm.
us prefer to talk in our regional language in most of our conversations, but there in any interview, JD, you will have to talk in English. So get used to that. You are gonna have to get used to that. So start
Mm-hmm.
the earliest you can start prepare. Do that. Do that. if you can start prepping from now, I would not suggest that. You should actually do that after the CAT. But even if you are right now preparing for CAT, you are talking to someone, say a delivery boy. You can talk to him in English if he can
Mhm.
understand that. If not, then so the more you get used to having a conversation in English, the more
Mhm.
confident you can be in front of interviewer or in the
Mhm.
panel.
Right, right. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. I just need to read the question. Um, okay. So this is very, common question. Maybe you guys also have, given thought on this particular thing that I am bit dicey among the specialization, which one to choose, right? So now one of you have already cleared that I wanted to do marketing. That's why I, chose this. So what do you think, guys? Anyone wants to add that whether the students should focus on the domain that they are looking for or the college? Anyone wants to add? Okay, so Tarun.
Yeah. So I saw the question. The thing
Mm-hmm.
is, I'll say, what are you looking for? Are you looking to learn something in that domain? Are you looking to get more knowledge in that domain, or are you looking just to get into the job market? If you're looking to just get into the job market, I'd say go for a good brand name. You'll get into the job market. Once you reach the college, you'll know what the college's strengths are. Whether its strength is in marketing or HR or finance. So, if you want to just get into the job market, then yeah, go for a good brand name. If you want a good name at your LinkedIn, go for a good brand name. But if you want to make a career in, let's say, I wanted to make a career in marketing. So I prefer a college that specializes in marketing, that has good faculty for marketing, that has good courses for marketing, where I can build upon my marketing background. Or if you do
Right,
not have a background, you can build your marketing background from scratch.
right,
Or if you're interested in HR, let's say HR in that case. So
right.
I
Beautifully
think
answered.
fix your priorities first, what you want to do, and uh, go for a college that is good in both the cases. Like you cannot take one high. You have to balance both of them, right? And a college that has a good brand name and is also good in your specialization, that works for you. Let's say, for example, I am Amritsar. I am Amritsar does not specialize in marketing. It specializes in HR and business analytics. So there would have been no point of me going there if I wanted to get into marketing. If I just wanted a IM tag in my name, then yes, I could have gone there. If I just wanted get into the job market through an IM placement committee, then yes, I could have gone there. But I wanted to get specifically into marketing, right? So I think this answers your question.
Right, you did. You answered it very well. Anyone else wants to add on? If not, I have next question, which is from Kunika. Okay, so this question is from Kunika that I have been scoring between 55 and 16 marks for months. I know the concept, but I can't perform under pressure. How do I mentally prepare myself to avoid exam collapse? Maybe Arpita can add. Yeah, Arpita?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So I would suggest you to do a detailed analysis of your mock. Like if you know the concepts, then why you aren't able to score well?
Hmm.
And I guess
Right. So how do you actually made yourself calm? I mean, it happened with you also, right? I mean, obviously if candidate is preparing, that can be certain circumstances that you also faced. Do you remember anything? No?
um no, not
Let's just forget about the all the hustles that we take. I am in a good college, I scored good percentile. That's what I want to remember. Is it?
yeah. Uh,
That's nice. Okay, anyone else wants to
Excellent.
add? Yes, yes,
Yes,
please.
ma'am. So for the 40, how much she said that she's
55
scoring
and 60.
55 and 60. Okay.
Hmm.
In my last 2 weeks of that, my DM score was in negative.
Oh, oh, cool.
And in the last week also it was in negative. It
Hmm.
didn't reach the positive layer. So what happened that I got frustrated.
Hmm.
I left it. In the beginning I was coding good, but in the later stages I started to code less. So it could be that you are already stressed out, you need a break. I think you can take break, or there could be, as she said, that you can go for the analysis part too. You will get to know where there is lagging or what can you do to improve. But in the 14 days, be realistic. uh,
Hmm.
you cannot change much,
Yeah.
and I have to be real here. What you can do, take break and try to do your best. That's the best thing you can do now.
Yes, Shubham. Thank you so much, Ashu.
Uh, One thing I would add, if you are worried that you are scoring less because of pressure, do one thing. Take the questions out of, don't do mocks. Do individual questions. Prepare a list of questions, 20 questions, 30 questions, and do that separately. You only have to solve that whole lot of that question. You don't have to worry about time. You just have to solve 30 questions. That's your target, and that's all. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about accuracy, anything. So I have to solve that question. I don't have to see options. I have to make an numerical answer of that question. That's it. See, if you are doing good there, then you only have to de-stress yourself. There's nothing else you have to do. But if you see that, yeah, there is some problem, I'm making calculation errors, anything like that, then yeah, you have to go for the analysis part.
Right. Thank you so much, Shubham. Okay, students. So, to answer those questions related to the colleges, I mean, we'll definitely try to help you out, but we have limited time. So, I have given my number here in the chat box, and you can, contact your assigned mentor or maybe to me. This is my number here. So please give me a call or maybe just drop me a message that so that I can suggest you that according to your profile, the expectations that you have and the exams that you are writing, that what colleges you can apply, right? And again, the link to apply as well and my contact details. Please let us know your queries. And you still guys have another 8 to 9 minutes to interact with our students. You can ask last minute tips maybe. Oh, good question. Anyone wants to add? According to you, before we conclude the webinar, what tips and tricks you guys would like to share to my students, our Red Bullseye student? Yes, Harshit. So I'll note it down after your statement. If my students are not getting 90 percentile, then I should call you.
Definitely, ma'am.
Yeah.
So one thing is with VARC, just focus on vocabulary. Read as many words and understand as many meanings as you can. And with LRDI, just go through the basics as much as you can. If you have strong basics, then leave it, let it be. Don't stress much on it. And with quants, again, create a list of formulas and read it on a regular, like maybe just skim through it every now and then. Okay, here's a formula list that's stuck to my wall. Okay, I'll go through it once. Okay, I'll go through it twice. Whenever you pass through it, okay, let me look at this one. If you see the same thing certain number of times in a day, it will just get instilled in your mind that okay, this is that, and this is where I'm supposed to use it. And that helps during the exam time a lot, because during the exam time a lot of students go through that mental turmoil, that what is happening, what is this question, I don't understand this, or and that's purely because they are worried and they forget the formulas or the basics. If you focus on the basics, then you will be good to go.
Right. Maybe anyone else, if you would like to add on? Yes,
Yeah. Uh,
please.
my strategy is not about how you are going to prepare for it, and but what you should do in a CAD exam.
Hmm.
You have limited time, like 40 minutes for each section. CAD doesn't give you privilege for to choosing if you want to do the section in less time or something like that. So there is shift in mental framework. Like you are doing a 40 minutes of continuous VARC. Suddenly you have a DILR question in front of you.
Hmm.
Your brain gets confused. What to do now? Take a breath. One, I would say one of the biggest thing I had wrong in my DILR was I couldn't even read the first question of my DLR section because I was so stuck in the VARC mindset that I was actually analyzing the words of the problem, not the problem itself, but what the words were saying. Like it was an essay. So take a breath, 10 seconds, that's it.
and go through restart your brain.
Hmm. Okay, so any other questions, students? Please let us know. You still have 5 minutes more. Okay. Anyone else, if you like to add something last minute tips to the students?
Like I would like to say that students
Yes, please,
can
Aditya.
focus on the analysis part of the most previously done, and they can try to solve those questions individually and see what where they went wrong and how they can tackle that those questions very effectively and in a different manner, and so that they can it will help them in building the concept of the subject of the topic, and it will it's like there was a question like how many mocks a person can give right now. During my preparation, I at this time of the stage, I was trying to analyze my mocks very much, and I give maximum to maximum one or two mocks, and I will suggest you guys also to give as less mocks and try to focus more on analysis part.
Right. Thank you so much, Aditya. Yes, you guys have raised your hand. Like to add on this particular question, Harshit?
Yeah, not particularly this, but I read a question
Mhm.
that said, "What lifestyle changes can you make during the last
Oh,
couple of
yeah.
days?"
Oh, thank you
And
so much. Yes, please.
one important thing is get as much sleep as possible, because if your sleep schedule is entirely messed up, then so will be your brain.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be able to comprehend what is going on all around you, and during the D-Day it will just shut down. And second thing is get proper like meals, eat properly, eat regularly, and
Mm.
be full, because during the exam time, if you arrive there with an empty stomach, then your brain will behave in a similar manner, and you won't be able to perform. So that's very important.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Harshit. Yes, Shashwat, yes, please.
And I'm not going to add in the Harshit's question. There
Mm-hmm.
was one more question which goes like how many mocks per week is ideal right now? Would you
Mm-hmm.
like to? So the question is wrong in itself,
Mm-hmm.
because weeks are not left for the cat. But if you are talking
Mm-hmm.
about that, there are weeks. So for the cat, don't give mock. As Harshit said that he left from 1 week or 2 weeks. So
Mm-hmm.
and I also left from 1 week too. So you can go for the sectionals right now. You
Mm-hmm.
can give one mock if you need, but prior to the 7 days or 8 days or 4 to 5 days, don't give right before the exam full length mock. Go for the sectional one. For the ZAT one, I can tell you the exam is around 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So for the mock, you have will be left around for 1 month after giving the
Mm-hmm.
CAT exam.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give mock after 2 to 3 days, but the first mock you will give for the ZAT in the DM section, believe me, if you will score more, it's a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful thing. Okay, because it will boost your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see yourself where you are standing for the ZAT exam after giving the first mock, then try to analyze it where you are lagging, and then give the next mock after 3 to 4 days. It's up to you. The mock
Okay.
is all on you guys only. You don't have to ask when to give or not to give. You are already overgraduate students, so you should be knowing about this, but try not to give much. Don't
Mm-hmm.
exhaust your brain. That's all I can say about the mocks.
Right, right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shashwat. Okay, so all the participants, again, I have given my number here in the chat box. So, and the link as well to apply. Please initiate your application. Do not wait for the last date. This is my humble request. I mean, you guys also can add. Do not wait for last dates, and it create, problems, issues as well. There are the chances of facing other, technical issues as well, right? So please, guys, do not wait for last days. The link and the number is provided in the chat box. So with this, I think we can conclude the webinar. And thank you so much, our speakers, our students, everyone, Aditya, Shashwat, Shubham, Arpita, Tarun. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you,
again,
ma'am.
Thank you,
we'll
everyone.
thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Arpita.
for having us, ma'am.
All the best, everyone.
It's
Bye bye.
definitely our opportunity, guys. Thank you so much for taking out your time from this rigorous program, MBA PGDM. So thank you so much. So With this, I conclude the webinar. You guys have the link and my number too. Please let us know your queries. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, you can put your LinkedIn profile here as well. So it will help our participants if they have any queries, they can connect you on LinkedIn, maybe. Right? You can take 1 or 2 minutes. We still have time. Perfect. We have of Aditya, Arpita, Harshit, Tarun, Shubham. Okay, perfect. Okay, students. So you guys have LinkedIn profile of our speakers, so you can connect them via LinkedIn. They will definitely help you out if you still have questions related to the stressful or I'm getting dark circles before my exam. So you can discuss with the students. And thank you so much for your time. It was great connecting with you guys. Thank you so much for your time once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you,
Thank,
Thank you, everyone.
thank you.